Greetings and welcome, fellow brave soldiers of Gallia, to another episode of Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. Let's get the mouse out of the way because it's getting a little bit entangled with all the wires. Alright, let's move on to Alette, our correspondent.
Squad 7 by any chance, are ya?
Yes, that's us.
Bingo! I've been looking for you. Meaning you, hot stuff, on the tank.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me,
That must make you Lieutenant Gunther, am I right?
Yeah. Yes, that's me.
Oopsie daisy.
What? Hey, you can't...
Ah, nice to meet you too. Now, let's get right to the questions. So, you're the son of the great General Gunther, huh? You look awfully young. How old are you anyway? Must be your first war, huh? What's been the hardest experience so far? Wait, happiest. Funniest. I'd also like to know hobbies, favorite foods, what you do on your days off.
Hey, lady! This is a combat zone. Excuse me, but what are you doing here anyway?
Hey, give me a break, will ya? Scoops are near danger, and I'm near scoops. That's right. The name's Elliot. I'm GBS Radio's top woman reporter. I smell a story. A good story. And you guys are it.
So, you're a reporter?
Very good. I'm a reporter, yes. I've been assigned to Squad 7 to conduct a series of interviews. Thank you. Now, let's get back to those questions, shall we?
Well, despite her being a little bit disrespectful of the uniform, I suppose, I kind of like her enthusiasm. Giving no shits about authority. Something I think probably natural, that comes natural to reporters. I mean, she did say she's a radio reporter. Why is she using a notepad? Well, I guess if she writes up a report first and then reads it out later on the radio, that could make sense. But I figure if you've got radio at this point, you probably have recording equipment. And not to mention that little tiny camera she was using, which does indicate a level of technology. She probably should have some sort of recording equipment, right? Oh well, best not to delve too deeply into that. Let's get into a little bit more of what the squad is actually thinking.
Ugh. Now he's giving interviews? Who does he think he is? Ooh, look at him. Son of some big hero. Please. He's still a schoolboy.
No kidding. One little win and he's the new Grand Duke. Ah, I hate kids.
Ah, you don't mean that, Largo.
Whatever. He'll learn soon enough. Only one thing matters out there in the field, and that's experience.
Chapter 4. Operation Cloudburst.
A new episode has been added indeed. A personnel tab is now available. Weaponry tab is now available. Glossary tab. Yay. These three tabs offer information on the game's cast, the arms they wield, and the things and places that form their world. I'll open, yeah. Their contents are automatically updated as you progress through the game's plot, so check back on periodic basis. Castlefront Street is now available. War Cemetery is now available. Personnel tab has been updated. Weaponry tab, yeah. Yeah, lots of stuff. This game really wants to drown you in information that you may or may not want to know. I'll just save before I switch tab again, just in case the game decides to close on me. Alright, so let's go to the personnel tab, for instance. Now, here's all the soldiers in the squad at the moment. And you can get a basic glossary of who they are, what they've done with their life, and all that. These pages get added on later once you get through the story and you can learn more facts about them. There may also be some information hidden within this text that will indicate a certain potential of this troop, which you can access if you take certain actions. Like for instance, there's one particular person on my squad that I actually have to let fall unconscious, not die per se, in order to unlock another person for the squad. And there's a myriad of other things I can do, but I have to look up because I don't know them by heart. I mean, I also know that as a soldier you can only get once you've played through the game at least one time. So, you know, there's that. So I can change his outfit to the casual or command. Move him around, zoom in, not on that. Thank you. And basically everyone here. Let's focus on the principals we've seen so far, like Alicia. He also has a nice commoner, civilian outfit, not commoner outfit. And feel free to pause the video and read them. I'm not gonna do that right now because frankly, you should be doing that yourself if you play the game. If you want to watch me read all this, that's a totally different series. It's like Isara. Yeah. Alright. Largo. He's, since his initial conscription during the first European War, he's survived countless missions, making the most experience of the Sevens. He doesn't have an alternate outfit. Rosie. Her actual name, Brigitte Stark. Formerly a bartender and songstress. She still bears the nickname Rosie given to her by her bar-going regulars. Let's see, who else? Even Martha's baby has an entry on this, although, of course, the baby isn't really part of the battle. Let's see, Largo, Alicia. I don't think we've got anyone else. It's also not that important. Let's go tab select weaponry. So, the rifle we are using. Those of you interested in this. Again, I will not be stopping to read this, just pause the video if you want to see if it's any good. This is the enemy rifle. We can get these. As I've noticed, the Imperial rifles are much better at closer ranges, with much more stopping power at that range, but much more inaccurate. The machine gun that we are using, the machine gun that they are using. The anti-tank weapon we are using. The the sniper rifle we are using. The grenade we are using. The grenade they are using, I believe, yeah. The Edelweiss. And the enemy tank, light tank. Yeah. But overall not that important just yet. In the glossary, basically if you want to get into the history of this world, this is where you find it. I am not going to go into this because while it is an interesting read, and it's very nicely done that they give so much backstory, it's not quite relevant to the gameplay here. Alright, tab select. Let's go back to the headquarters. Alright, so now we have a couple of other places we can go, including Castlefront Street and the War Cemetery. Let's go to the War Cemetery first.
Paying your respects? Sorry, I suppose that was a foolish question.
Actually, no, sir. I'm not here visiting anyone in particular.
Oh, then might I ask what brings you to a place like this?
I find it sobering. standing here in front of all those who died in the last war. That and seeing this much death reminds me that humans are just another part of nature.
Don't suppose I've ever heard that before. Judging from your clothes, you're militia.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther. I'm in charge of Squad 7, Regiment 3.
Gunther. I see. Squad leader. Very impressive for a young man.
Not at all, sir. I'm still woefully inexperienced. One wrong order from me and my squad could wind up here. It's a huge responsibility.
You respect the weight of their lives. Here, let me teach you a special order.
An order, sir? I'm sorry, who did you say you were?
Just a leftover from the last war. I'm afraid my orders require some experience, though. I can't in good faith teach them to those who lack the maturity to use them properly. Now, let's see. I'll teach you sniper support today. Use it to request backup from allied snipers to snipe a single enemy target. Well, what is your decision?
I don't have quite that much. No, not today.
I see. I suppose it was too soon for you.
Yes, it was.
I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
Alright, so at the War Cemetery we can learn some special orders that you can't learn from leveling up your squad through other means or through progression of plots. Alright, Castle Front Street.
Hey, Lieutenant! Off duty today? Your timing's perfect. There's something I want to show you. Won't take but a minute. Come on. Ta-da! It's the writing on the wall, written and published by yours truly. Why do this when I already have a radio news gig, you say? Sure, I could leave it up to the print news guys, but they're all lapdogs. The government censors everything. And not just a little cut here and there. In some cases, they'll bend the harsh truth into candy-sweet propaganda. I'm so sick of it. I want to give my readers the truth. That includes the bad stuff, too. So, this is my brilliant plan. The writing on the wall. Some things are only possible in out-of-the-way spots like this, out of sight from those government goons. I'll keep this space filled with up-to-date, absolutely factual info. No censorship. And your exploits will feature heavily, I'm sure. So yeah, come by and have a read sometime.
Alright, so... In an interview given on the 8th, a spokesman for the Central Gallian Armed Forces suggested a massive anti-imperial counterstrike brewing. Should this come to pass, all eyes will be on how a force that has thus far specialized in retreat can stem the imperial incursion that claimed most of Gallia by last month's end, and now stands before the gates of Rangries. It seems the militia will join the army proper on this bid to free the capital from a siege, a fear that has persisted for weeks now. Some suggest that this move is due to the army's desire to conserve its own manpower for combat within the city's walls, a very real possibility should this plan fail. And flames of war sweep Europa. The Empire-owned and run Taris news outlet reported on the 6th that the Imperial forces have claimed the coastal Federation city of Valua. If true, the Empire would now hold a supply route for Ragnite transit, greatly influencing their standing in southern Europa. Unlike the northern provinces, Europa's south lacks for Ragnite, meaning that supplies must be shipped in from elsewhere to sustain the Empire's offensive. The empires holding Europa's southern coast means expansion of the conflict to all areas of the continent is more likely now than ever before. The Federation has yet to issue a statement regarding the Empire's alleged seizure of Valua at this time. Right.
And while you're here, I want to put a book out someday, right? To put the truth in the hands of the people. But I'm just a radio news grunt, you know? I'll be paying for everything out of my own pocket. So, I figured I'd ask you. Think you could find it in your wallet's heart to help a girl get started? I'd make it worth your while. You guys could feature in the book I write.
Alright, this does kind of feel like paying for good press, but you know.
I still haven't decided what all I want to put in it, but I promise it'll be all about you.
Which does sort of support the idea for why this book is the book that we are experiencing right now, features Squad 7 so heavily.
See this fat stack of notes? I've got a ton of material already. So how about it? Call it an investment in the future rising star of authordom. Please.
Alright, so a piece on Elite Embedded. A piece that on the members of Squad 7, alright. Yes.
Thanks a million.
Well, not yet, but we'll get there.
I plan on putting out new editions periodically, so drop by to check it out often.
Yeah.
Especially after you've made some headlines on the battlefield. That's the perfect time to strike. I'm counting on you out there, Welkin. You need to keep me supplied with exciting material.
Alright. Well, let's do the R&D facility first.
Welkin.
Alright, develop weapons. Alright, let's make the pass again. Nothing new, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. And we're back to rifles. Alright. Anything for the Edelweiss, because I couldn't afford to buy much before. Alright, so just simply reinforcing the body sounds like a good idea. Yeah, just going with the basic stuff.
Here you go, bro.
And that's a little bit expensive. Let's actually just go for something else. The radiator upgrade I will definitely take. Spare thread is not immediately necessary. Alright, so we still got plenty of room on the Edelweiss though, so... Right, we already have the visor. Alright, let's just get the spare thread. Alright. Alright, that is fine.
Come.
Yeah, but we'll get back to you. And the training field, spend some of that experience.
Welcome
Since
to
we can't get the order.
Train all you want. I got... Good work. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the shock troopers.
Yay! What did we get? Alright, so they... Yeah, they all got something, but... Alright, let's keep on upgrading.
Fight! Good! I got... Good work! Okay, you've earned clearance for a new order. Put it to good use out there.
Defense boost, yay! Oh.
I got... Good work! Fight the... Good work! Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the scouts!
Yay! Alright, so in the scouts we have... Alright, an undodgeable shot. That's very good. Evasion boost, yeah. Some of these are quite nice. But that'll have to do.
Come back!
That'll have to do for this session, for this episode. Thank you for watching. See you all next time.